All right, all right, all right, all right. What is up, everybody? This is Lost Socket Garage. Mustang shopping on Thursday afternoons. My name is Hunter. A little while back, I came up with this really dumb idea when I was arguing back and forth on Facebook with people. Derry, can you hear me okay? Dope. I came up with this dumb idea that I just wanted to put like the questions. I wanted to put the laughing emojis to rest essentially on Facebook Marketplace post, and I want to actually like show you guys live deals, things that are for sale in your area or in my area rather, and really do some comparative pricing and educate you along the way as to what we look at when we're looking at couped fastback conversions. We have like 20 cars to look at, so I'm going to try to cram through this one. What is up, John? What is up, Frank? What's up, guys? So quick disclaimer. I refuse to write a disclaimer and put it on the screen until someone contacts me and tells me I should. Guys, I'm just a guy looking at Facebook Marketplace and KSL ads and giving you my semi kind of professional-ish opinion. Make your own damn decisions. Do your own damn due diligence. I'm just here to look at car ads and talk shit, I guess. Couple ways to support the channel, guys. Very, very quickly, thank you for watching. If you're here with us live, what's up, John? Consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. Comment, like, do that stuff. Really helps the algorithm on the channel. If you want to provide additional support to the shop, you can join us. Join our YouTube community. If you do join us, if you are part of our community, you can actually see our next video coming out. And I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. It's pretty spicy. Or follow us over on Patreon. Same deal there. So, let's get into it, man. We got some cars to look at. Now, one of the ways that I establish value, just to give you kind of the quick nitty-gritty so you can actually do this and follow along at home, I go to classic.com. We are not sponsored by classic.com, guys. We are, essentially I found this tool a little while back and started looking up car pricing. Seemed pretty accurate. Started using it with Mustangs. I really dig it. You can follow markets. It's a completely free site. Like I said, we're not sponsored by them or anything, but you can follow markets. So for example, if you come in here to the 67, 68 MustangFastback market. So this kind of gives you an overall breakdown of the market, and it pulls data from all of these different online auction websites, shows you what's been listed, what is listed, what's sold, what didn't sell. So you can just hover over these things and see that this one was sold for $121,000 at Mecum. And then you can actually dive deeper, view the listing. But you can see that off of the sales in the last 5 years, and again, these are kind of things that you can play with. Over the last 5 years, the average Mustang Fastback is selling for $70,000 based off of 139 sales. And the top sale was $265,000. And that was the $265,000 Mustang. So Mustang Fastbacks. Here's the data, guys. You know, we can go back and forth and in Facebook comments and stuff, but I just want to show you some live listings. So typically, what I like to do, I'm going to start off here with 65 and 66, and I try to pick out some listings that are good for you guys that want coupes to just joyride around in on Sundays. For you guys that want fastbacks, or for you guys that want candidates for coupe to fastback conversions. And I kind of want to break down here what exactly we're looking at. So first and foremost, we're looking at a 66 Ford Mustang V6. Now I'll tell you right damn now what I don't like about this. It says V6. They don't make a Ford 6. It's an inline 6. I get where they're going with this and stuff, but like, it's a ugh. Okay, let's take a look at the description. It's very, very in-depth. This 1966 Mustang in need of a new home. I think I said in nude of a new home. Hope I don't get demonetized for that. Interior in the pony interior with the rear center console. Dope. Okay. This has a 6 in it, so I don't care about the motor. I don't really care about the transmission. I don't really care about the driveline at this point, guys. Everything, you're going to have to do a 5-lug swap on everything anyway and get a new rear end. So at this price point, which is $7,000, we're looking at this as a coupe to fastback conversion. Again, this has the bat mod on it where it hangs from the earth. That's pretty dope for you guys that want to defy gravity. This body is just, it's solid, but it's fucked up in the wrong places. Am I past 30 seconds? Okay, ain't sure. T-code, 6-cylinder car. It does have the center console, which is really dope. He's right. These aren't, you know, very common. The interior is, if that was just dirt, I would say the interior is okay, but you'll probably have to reupholster this. Interior, schmeh. I mean, here's the thing, is you're getting this car for so cheap, A, because it's a 6-cylinder car, but it's okay. You're probably going to put something else in it anyway. And 2, the body damage is in the right places. Okay, guys? We look at this and we say, okay, well, this doesn't look like hard impact damage because it's not terribly down low. They probably just hit like a little pole. I doubt there's any frame damage here. I'm looking at this quarter panel right here and saying this is really, really messed up. So this is what I'm using to drive down the price of this car and make it an even better deal because you're really not going to use much of this car. So solid candidate for a 66 coupe to fastback. Sean, what's up, dog? Eddie? Let's see. Eddie, hey Hunter, I want to know if we buy the dyno kit fastback conversion, how much is labor? I know there might be Black Friday deals. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you buy the kit, first off, we're not going to install a kit that's not Dynacorn. Okay? There's a lot that goes into that. This podcast thingy I'm doing is not long enough for me to explain all of that stuff. But basically, Dynacorn makes the best metal as long as they're not in charge of welding it together. So if you get the kit from us, we get the kit from Dynacorn, or if you get the kit from like CJ Pony Parts, I'll be really, really honest with you guys. We don't make a lot of money off parts at all. We do not have an account with CJ Pony Parts. We're dealers for Dynacorn. But CJ Pony Parts actually beats us in our pricing, and it's easier to get it shipped from them. And they also have like a fucking warehouse, basically. You know, they have an inventory, whereas I'm on back order sometimes. So again, yeah, I know I might be chopping off my nose to spite my face right now. I'm just trying to be honest. CJ Pony Parts, on when they have like a Black Friday or any other like sale they do, they're gonna whoop my ass on pricing every time. I'll be the first one to tell you. So with that being said, if you provide me a kit that you get from CJ Pony Parts, which is a Dynacorn product, even though it says CJ Classic, our labor on it is $8,000, and that's if we're not doing anything else to the car. So, good question. People do need to learn how to flip a photo. Quick question, John, is your 67 roller on Facebook Marketplace still available? No. Long story short, Oscar sold. However, I'm taking in trade on Oscar as well for another 67. And we're going to do the exact same thing. And we'll just grab the metal and we'll turn it into, you know, a fastback and sell it as a roller. It's going to be a super similar situation with Oscar. But if that's something that you want it to be customized, if you want suspension done to it, or if you want to say, and like if it gets Shelby bits, etc., contact me, LostSocketGarage. It's up there, LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and, you know, we can talk about what you're looking to do, John. Moving right along. Okay, this one, let's take a look at the description. So we're looking at a 66 for $4,000. Project car hasn't ran for 20 years. It needs parts, needs tires to roll, not sure if any will hold air. Original 6-cylinder car. Thank you for not saying V6. Has 5-lug rear end, 4-lug front end. I have the adapters to run a 5-lug, 3-speed manual. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Cool. Again, I'm after the body here. This is a 6-cylinder car. So primarily, I'm buying this car for $4,000 for the body to do a coupe to fastback conversion on it. So this is a good buy. Most of the metal looks good. Again, we're gonna have the rust in the same spots, but guys, we don't care if there's rust right here. We encourage rust on the quarter panel and around the wheel wells because we're gonna chop this fucking thing off anyway. We might as well use it to help us drive down the price, right? So again, this is something, this car, carpet's in it, so we don't get a good look at the floor. The interior looks usable, the dash pad, stuff like that. It looks pretty solid. I would need to see under the car. I would need to see the frame rail. Oh, okay, here we go. This isn't too bad. You might need a new drop down. Oh, you're hella gonna need a new drop down here. Okay, never mind. And then this went through, so frame rail. Again, for $4,000, guys, this actually isn't that bad. You're probably going to need to work on the rear frame rail, drop down. A lot of times the drop down has to be replaced anyway. So this is a solid option at $4,000. This is in Riverton. I want to tell you guys, if the car that I show you is close to me, like within reason, I'm totally fine to go look at these cars for you. If you're on the other side of the country, we do this a lot actually. If you're on the other side of the country and you say, hey, I don't want to pay, I don't have a coupe and I don't want to pay to ship one to you and I don't want to have to go through all the shit to buy one and what to look for and phone calls with me and blah, blah, blah. Will you find me a coupe, chop it in half and make it a fastback and then I only have to pay shipping one way? Yes, we offer that. So we can go look at any of these, most of these deals for you. Some of them are out of state, but you know, we'll talk. If you want to send me to Vegas and give me a nice solid budget for whiskey and poker, I'll look at a car in Vegas for you. Okay, here's one for you guys who just want to rock around a nice 66 coupe. Really classy, beautiful car. 1966 for $19,000. We really want to be in the low 20s for running driving coupes. Mustang, very clean. Oh, it's a 6-cylinder. You're killing me, Smalls. That's why it's so cheap. I was looking at this one saying, this probably should be 23, 24. This one, if you make a big stink out of it and maybe get $3,000 lopped off, but you're still going to have to do all the conversion stuff. Do you guys ever, like, when you're looking through, like, classified ads? I'm bad about this. I'm kind of a nosy bitch. And I'll like look and be like, oh, what else do they have in their garage? That's pretty dope. I'm not the only one that does that, okay? That's clean as shit. Not making it up a canyon, but man, that is a clean car. It sucks that it's not a 289 car, but if you guys have, you know, a motor hanging out, 289, 302, 351, and you could talk these guys down maybe $4 or $5,000, this would probably be a solid deal as long as, again, the metal's okay. Beautiful coupe, great condition, man. It's just a pity with that 6-cylinder. Okay, moving on. GT. Yeah, Frank, you're right. A 6-cylinder is always a cheap buy. And that's, again, we're like, in my industry specifically, I am looking for the beater cars. You know, when I'm flipping something like Oscar, I'm trying to buy it without a floor pan in it. Because I use that to, I'm okay putting in the labor, so I use that to talk down the price. So big setbacks, like, you know, you find a Mustang with a giant hole in the quarter panel and you go there and the rest of it looks fair to middling, like it's pretty okay. The torque boxes are okay and the frame rails are pretty decent. It's just got a big hole. Make a big stink out of that fucking big hole and get another $1,000 off of it, and then it doesn't matter because you're going to turn it into a fastback anyway. 66 Mustang GT. '66 Ford Mustang GT automatic aircon 289 car. Thank you God for a VA. Matching motor, runs great. Replaced carburetor, distributor, fuel pump, starter, some pages. Some gauges spelled wrong. Some gagas. I hate the English language. This should be how gauges is spelled. Fucking throwing U's in places they don't need to be. We only have driven this car about 200 miles in the 15 years we've had it. Okay, that's dope. Been stored inside, kept original parts, blah, blah, blah. No trades. Okay. Price is right on this one, guys. $20,000. I bet this thing is cherry. I bet this thing is fucking cherry. I have not looked through this. I kind of like... Basically, what I do is I just look. I have my marketplace. I type in Mustang, and I look at a couple of photos and a price point, and that's about as far as I get. So a lot of this is a surprise to me, but like these first photos, you can tell this car is taken care of, except someone had one of those big dad wallets that sits right there. Like, for God's sake, people, get a Ridge wallet. It won't mess up your seats. Seats are easy though. Dime a dozen, right? Like everything else on this car. Air car, speakers. As long as the metal, and there's nothing like sus. My young buck now, because I said sus. As long as like there's nothing too like weird about this car in person, this car is a sick buy. 289 for 20 grand, 66. Dude, guys, this is a factory GT car. I think it's got the GT rear valance. This car is cherry, and it's a 289 is not going to get you anywhere real fast, but this is going to be a really dope cruiser. Great date car. I would say this one's in Farmington. It's 45 minutes from me, 30 minutes from me, or whatever. I would say if this car checks out, it's a good deal. Moving right along. Okay, work with me here. I saw this one. I haven't read the description, but y'all know why this is up here. Okay? Cause damn, this dude went full Toretto on this 65 Mustang. 68 grand. This shit better have so much torque that the chassis twists off the line, which if it's still a unibody is really not that much, but still. Full Toretto. Wheelie bars. Okay. That's dope. I want to... Okay. Totally rebuilt 347 blown stroker Pro Street. Perfect condition all the way around. I'm assuming this dude would have quite the build sheet. Maybe. Okay, so shit like this bugs me. If you're selling a car for $70,000, put more than 4 fucking pictures up, man. Give me some interior. Give me some like close-up motor pics. Give me like it's 70 grand. And I understand the methodology is like I don't really want to put a ton of effort into this because most people are just strokers, right? But like put some effort into it, man. Suffrage connectors. Yeah, this one I would never. Yeah, I wouldn't. I bet it'd be fun as shit to drive, and it is definitely a neck snapper. Okay, that's all the 65, 66 we have for you. We will be moving on to our viewer video of the week, which is very exciting. I'm super pumped about this. First off, if you're enjoying the content, a big help to the shop is just like and subscribe. That's the easiest way. It's a free way. Tell your friends about it. Especially tell your friends about this show because I'd like to spread the word. I'd like you guys to send me stuff that I can view on here. I want this to be really interactive. I want to look at things that maybe you're shopping for. So just spread the word. And a way that you can help support the channel even more is go on our shop, LostSocketGarage.com, or shoot me an email. We have merch, we have shirts, we have hoodies, etc. So, yep, on to the next. So, let's get into our viewer submitted video of the week, which is another golden nugget. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have basically officially become the golden nugget Mustang channel, because I swear to God, y'all are just popping out of the woodwork with golden nuggets. There are only 481 of these ever made. I don't have people popping up out of the woodwork saying, oh, here's my GT350. No. This car, this golden nugget, keeps popping up everywhere. So let's get into it. Troy Hart, he actually has a YouTube channel. I'll have it up here on screen here in just a second. With his 68 Nugget. Tell us your story.
This is a 1968 Golden Nugget Special. I found this on Facebook Marketplace, listed as a 68 Mustang parts car. The guy selling it had it stored in a storage unit, and he was motivated to move this, getting tired of paying the rent on the storage unit. He'd been trying for over 5 weeks to sell it. It was listed for that long. And because it had quite a bit of rust, nobody wanted to buy it. And yes, it has rust. The front frame rails, aprons, they're gone. They're rotted out. The back frame rail here, it's rusted like the last 12 inches of it on both sides, which I don't think that's a whole lot of rust. The toe boards, they have rust too. Of course, I ended up buying it. That's why it's sitting here. At home, I kept looking at it, thinking, there's something about this Mustang. I kind of, after I seen it come out of the storage unit, kind of thought it might be a golden nugget, because it had the black top. It had the turning single hood with black stripes on it. And of course, it was painted gold. And I really thought it might be, but really, there was no way it was going to be a golden nugget. And I asked the guy after I bought it, loaded it, and if it was a golden nugget. He said he's never heard of such a thing. So all it is to him is a 68 Mustang. Well, later I sent for the Elite Marty report, and I was happy to find out that it is one of the 481 golden nuggets built. But one of the cool things about it was the only golden nugget that came with an AM 8-track stereo. So, is it one of one? You could say it is. Is it rare? Well, yeah, it's rare. It's one of the 481 built. You know, does the radio make it super rare? I don't think so. It's just rare because of what it is. My plan for the car is to restore it. As you can see, I've already blown it apart, so it's well on its way of being restored. And I plan on driving it. I don't plan on hiding it away and saying, oh my gosh, it's rare, I can't drive it. I'm gonna drive this car. I hope you'll follow my journey as I restore this car. Thanks for watching.
Dude, Troy, so awesome, man. Troy Hart, I have his his channel up on screen. Go give this guy a follow. He knows what he's talking about. Follow his progress on the Nugget, man. I know I'm going to be, I will subscribe right now. Troy, I'm subscribing. Bam, subscribe. Proof that LostSocketGarage subscribes to yet another Nugget channel. Sold on Marketplace, man. You buy it off Marketplace for parts. You find out what it is. That's like a dream. That's like the romance story, right? Rust. Again, the Nugget was a vinyl roof car, and like rust gets everywhere. It was only made in Washington, so there's a lot of rain there, and then you have a vinyl car or a vinyl roof and traps the water and it drips down. It's ridiculous. So you're going to have a lot of rust issues with those Nuggets, but I'm so glad people are picking these things up, bringing them back to life in one shape, form, or another. Troy, we'll build a fastback, you build a coupe, maybe we'll race at the end of the day. All right. So next we're going to get into 67, 68 First off, though, I do want to talk about our next video coming out, which is a lot of you have been requesting this, especially you Coupe Fastback guys. We finally did a bracket kit install video. So to give you like the measurements and show you where all of those pieces of the bracket kit go inside of the car. So we did finally make that video. That is releasing tomorrow. It's a short video and it's not very exciting. So what I wanted to do, and normally I have like a little preview for you guys of tomorrow's video. Now this video is live right now if you join our community, so you can hop off the live after we're done and go watch it if you're part of the community or whatever. There was no preview because it's kind of a boring video. But what I did decide to include for you guys to give you a little bit of an idea of how spicy this one's going to be, or not spicy. We did a little photo shoot for the thumbnail. That's my pouty face. That's my kissy face. Yeah, one of these is going to be the bracket kit thumbnail video. Guys, I don't think that you'll have a problem seeing this, spotting it on the YouTubes. Look at me. Look at those legs. You see a lot of my legs in that video. Okay, moving on. 67, 68. Okay. I think I've shown this car before. I'll go to Vegas, be there in 15 minutes. Good, dude, because I have a couple from Vegas that, like, pretty damn good deals. This, though, it's just... I have shown this before, and this is just to kind of reiterate how I think ridiculous sometimes inflation is on coupes. And just to kind of go through this, let's cover the description. 67 Resto Mod, eye-catching, modern performance. I'm selling my 67 Resto Mod. I've loved the car, blah, blah, blah. Key features. Pardon me. 5-speed, 302, EFI, probably Holly. Integrated front suspension, disc brakes. Originally, I believe this is a 6-cylinder car. So, I mean, it's a resto mod, and as you guys can see, it's done very well. I mean, it's pretty, right? Yeah, the center console, the cup holders, nice leather seats, nice, what I can only assume is DuPont pepper gray-ish paint job with Eleanor-esque striping. The car is well built and it looks just amazing. But I mean, you tell me. You know, leave it below in the comments. You tell me, is this car, you're rocking around a, what'd they say it was, 302? 5-speed 302 with EFI and, you know, some creature comforts. It's a coupe. Would you pay $38,500 for it? Is it worth it to you? I'm curious. Like, if we go to the pricing for coupes, okay? Let's go back here. We're back on classic.com. Ford Mustang hardtop, 67, 68. In the last 5 years, we're pulling the same-ish data as we did with the Fastbacks. Fastbacks are selling for 70. The average coupe is going for $23,000. The top sale was 61. And I think this was like a one of this. I broke this car down in a previous episode. I think it was like one of our first lives that we did. But this is like 5,000 miles, and the owner of a Ford dealership had it special ordered for him, and it still only has 5,000. Like, this is a rare damn coupe, and it still only went 61,000, which is 9,000 less than the average Fastback is selling for. So, I mean, like, riddle me this. You paying 40 for this? I'm not. Beautiful car. Okay. Oh, let's talk about this for a second. This caught my eye because it's a Fastback for 24 grand. Okay? This one pissed me the fuck off, and I'm going to tell you why. And I could be completely wrong. This car is kind of close-ish to me. I'd be happy to go look at it for somebody, but I really fucking... Okay, let's get into this first. This is a fastback from coupe conversion. So awesome. Right out in the description, coupe to fastback conversion. Fastback from coupe to conversion, coupe to fastback conversion. Dude, okay. Body is excellent. All body looks perfect. This dude needed to use AI to write his ad. Runs and drives very good. 302, completely rebuilt. Automatic transmission, rebuilt, consider trades, mostly Camaro, have all factory fastback glass. Well, hopefully it's in the car. It has a new windshield, comes with window trim, fastback sheet metal, brand new, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so coupe to fastback conversion, running and driving for 24 grand. I look at this and I'm like, yo, that's a good deal. This is finished. This is painted. Okay? I mean, look at this car. It looks good. Motor's there. Clean paint job. Love pictures from the paint booth. This is how it started off. I don't know what that little white mark is. It looks like someone drew on it. I don't know. Clean ass car. Look at the floors. They're down to... I don't know if this was in body. If this picture was in body work, I think it must have been while it was in body. Yeah, because everything's like taken off. So the floor was primed. I assumed painted. So that's all well and good. Same thing with the dash. I'm going to leave it up to you eagle-eyed viewers to tell me what the fuck is wrong with this picture. The first person... dude... Okay, there is a massive issue here. Okay, guys? I love the fact that it was advertised as a coupe to fastback conversion. Dope. Being honest, right out the gate. That's amazing. There is a whole side of inner structure missing out of this fucking car. There is supposed to be an entire rail that runs down here, okay? And it comes down and it sits on either side of the wheel well. The entire inner structure of this is fucking missing. Dude. MCHO, what's up, dog? Shoot me an email, LostSocketGarage at gmail.com. You win this one. Just remind me in the email. But, like, guys, this can't be accepted, man. And granted, I haven't seen this in person. I did just notice this. I don't know what the fuck this is. If this is just square bar or angle iron that they put in. But they legitimately just cut off the coupe inner structure right here. Sawzalled that bitch off. And man, does that piss me the fuck off. Hi, Mike. So, is that fucking rivets? Okay, so they riveted the wheel well together. This is what makes my job hard. Because the next guy, and if you're in Utah, okay, it says sale pending right now. If it says sale pending and you're the guy that it's pending, don't fucking buy this car. Okay, this was done horribly. It's pretty from the outside. Okay, this is the shit that you have to look at, and this is why I do this show. The next guy who buys this, and there may be like that square bar running up and over and have some shit that I can't see in these pictures going on. Nothing may happen with that, okay? But there is a solid chance that if that car gets riled up around a corner, that whole thing is bending, okay? Imagine if you flip this car. There is no structure up there, man. And here's the thing about the no structure thing. Doing coupe to fastback conversions, I was showing Derry this, and he's like, what the hell, man? Where is the rear support welded to? Oh, it doesn't show. Was it in the body? I think it was in the bodywork picture. Yep, right here. There's nothing for this to weld to. They just welded this to the quarter panels. There's no inner structure. It's supposed to sit on the inner structure. Guys, this is fucking nuts, man. So, like, a huge safety hazard. Okay? If you roll this car, it is a beer can. Instantly. That was probably really loud inside of the mic. I'm sorry, I'm a little fired up. But the next dude that buys this, if something happens and it gets blamed on coupe to fastback conversions, guess who takes the hit for it? Fucking everybody. Just goddamn ridiculous, man. Do your homework. Or, if you don't know, it's totally okay. Find out from someone who does. That's what we're here for. Moving on. Damn. Okay. Everything's fine. We're all good here. All right. Someone else that does not know how to use the rotate clockwise 90-degree function. 68 Ford Mustang base. $35,000. You're looking at this, you're like, oh, that's a lot for a coupe. Well, it's not a coupe. This is a 68 fastback, like the one in Bullet, except not like the one in Bullet. It's a real fastback. Cool. 289 with an automatic, tons of new parts, complete car, clean title, my name, taking offers. 35 grand. Okay. You have 35 grand. This is the fastback that you're gonna buy, and hopefully he uses like part of the 35 grand to just get a better camera or some sticky notes that he can post places that will remind him to rotate the goddamn camera. Okay, so we're gonna need quarter panel, not a big deal. Fastbacks, it does matter. Okay, if you're gonna buy a factory fastback, guys, you really have to look for rust. Okay, when you're looking for coupe to fastback, it's not a big deal because we're gonna cut the majority of that shit out. But if you're buying a real fastback, you have to be able to save as much money in the right places as possible. So rules don't apply across the board to fastbacks. Like, you really have to be careful with these. You don't want to be into this 10 grand worth of metal work, then you're in at 45 grand for a fastback that still needs to be painted. And it needs some body work. Case of this, something dropped on it, killed that body line. That's easy to fix. Right here is a little worrisome. If it's, I mean, this is going to be a common problem in any wheel well, right? So if you're looking at a coupe, you're going to see rust right there. That's not a big deal if you're doing a fastback conversion. But if it's on a real fastback, you're like, fuck. Because now you're going to have to take off, do at least a quarter panel patch around the wheel well. The chances of the wheel well, the outer wheel well, being okay around that lip, not a chance in hell, man. So you're going to have to replace part of the outer wheel well. So again, rust. Rust on fastbacks, man. Pretty clean otherwise. Flat tires. That's what we like to see. All right, all right, all right. Shiny. New. Looks like it's rebuilt. Nice headliner. Interior is decent. It's schmack. Use a new carpet kit. Fading. I mean, that's common. New dash. You always need a new dash. These things crack. Just like every other damn car on the planet. I know, right? Flip the dang photos. Interior looks nice. So I would have to get underneath this car. Nice stock stereo. Speakers, full fold down. The interior looks like all the panels are there. Upholstery looks good. This is kind of borderline. It looks like he has like the new grille and everything up front that it was missing. Yeah, so he's got a new fan. He's got grille. He's got gauges. Looks like new brake lines, stuff like that. So he's got new parts. This one might be a good buy. I'm kind of on the fence about it, man, because you're going to be, excluding rust work, you're going to be 10 grand into a paint job for this car. And that's, you know, not including bits and bobs that are actually missing here. So I don't really know on this one. So you be in this at least 45 grand. So, yeah, I don't know. Not a wonderful deal. Okay, we're looking at a 68 coupe for 12 grand in Wyoming. You guys know my vote right off the bat with this 6-cylinder motor. If it's a 6-cylinder motor, again, I'm not buying it for anything but the body. No worries, Troy. Dude, you're in the chat. What's up, bud? Fuck yeah. Glad you made it, man. Troy's the dude with the nugget, in case you don't remember. The body looks really, really solid, but again, a 6-cylinder car, runs good, drives, stops. Stopping is important. But again, if you do a swap in this car, so if you throw a 289, 302, 351, whatever, you're going to have to swap over lugs, brakes, etc. anyway. I think this price is a little bit high since you're not going to use any of the stuff that makes the car go or stop. If you could get this down around the 8 grand, 10 grand, it'd probably be solid for a coupe to fastback conversion. Maybe if you got some extra parts hanging around. This one, let's see here. 67 Ford Mustang coupe. Oh, yeah. No, I've shown this one before. So this one, guys, hey, who is in Vegas? Mike, dude. Okay, if you're in Vegas or if you're close to Vegas and you want to look at one, this is probably the one to look at, okay? Because I think this was like my pick of the week last week, but I have to keep throwing this up here. Let's read the description. So, full description for contacting. 351 Cleveland, runs and drives, heavy-duty C6 automatic transmission. No brakes, needs fuel. So this car's kind of limping along, but also sell without engine and trans and deduct $750. Do not deduct $750. This is a 351 Cleveland. I don't know why he's not taking the Cleveland and selling it separate and just selling this for the rest. David, what's up, dude? Oh, Mike, you're saying let's go to Vegas. Shit, man. Yeah, I mean, anybody that's looking for a solid coupe to fastback conversion candidate, this is one. 351 Cleveland's rare as shit. You do not find them. So if it's a real Cleveland, then yo. Interior shit, though. You'll need a new interior. Some worry spots on this. The rear, see, this is 68, right? Yeah, or no, 67. So back here under the floor, that's a little bit worrisome. You might need to do some floor patches. But again, guys, we're looking at the price, $4 grand. At 4 or 5 grand, I'm paying 4 or 5 grand for a shell that's decent, right? So, you know, this is definitely in the ballpark, and definitely if it's a real Cleveland, it's worth every damn penny. Okay, this last one, 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. I wanted to throw this one in. This price is it's a pretty good price, and that's why I threw it in. And I remember now that I've actually shown this car before. 23 grand. I think he had this for sale for more, like 28 or something like that. But this 67 Ford Mustang, cammed LS 5.3 67 Mustang, Texas Speed, Choppa Cobra cam kit, 3-core radiator, C5 Z06 intake and injectors, upgraded 7-quart fuel, and dude, the list goes on, man. He LS swapped the Mustang because that's what you want to do if you want it to be fast. Hello, Texas Speed. Hello, Texas Speed. If you have Chevy stuff, buy Texas Speed. Aside from the super awesome drivetrain that's in it, I'm going to piss off so many people. I can see the subscriber count. Just no biggie. Don't care. I like it. I'd buy it. 23 grand. Okay, let's look at the interior. The interior is awesome too. Bench, front seat. That's dope as hell. Tack, great interior. And man, that's pretty. And the real question, guys, that I'm asking is how the fuck did he fit this in there while keeping the shock towers? I can't even. I cannot even. This thing's dope. Built. Built LS. I'd click on the video, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. So that is our last 67, 68. Now, first off, again, I go off on rants, and like I have some notes of things that I would like to cover so that I can kind of stay on topic. I was going to go into a little bit of a sticky topic about electric cars and why the big push for electric cars and how it's going to affect guys like me who own shops. You know, how electric cars legitimately, if it's forced in, then, you know, 50% of your shops, small shops, go away. And, you know, but I have a bunch of like notes and stuff talking about it. But if you guys would like a little bit of a deep dive into kind of my take on electric cars and some of the research that I've done and why we did it and what the real fix is and is there a purpose for them, let me know in the comments section. I'm happy to get on a soapbox on camera and kind of break down some stuff. And you know, if I start writing a script for something, shit's about to get serious. I'm more than willing to do that. Leave a like in the comments or a comment in the comment section. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. So, have to cut that segment. Whatever. We're good. But the segment that I cannot cut is a word from our sponsor. Hi. We're our sponsor. Still. Hey, big companies out there, Willwood, what's up, dude? You send us a lot of stickers. You want to sponsor the show? That'd be pretty dope. You know, that'd be pretty cool. CJ Pony Parts, want to sponsor the show? Yeah, you should totally do that. But the important part here, guys, is we love releasing content. I love doing these lives. I love showing you how-to videos. I love the marketing part of this. I love the content part of this. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the lives, etc., there's a couple of ways to support the shop. The first is free and it's super easy. Subscribe. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff helps the algorithm. Maybe share it with some gearhead friends and you know, on Facebook and stuff. That's a big help for us. If you want to support the shop further, we have a community over on Patreon where we release videos and behind the scenes stuff a little bit early. We also have a join button down below. You can join the community. Our next video coming out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is actually live on there right now, except for Patreon, which I got to upload after we do this. That all helps the shop. Buying merch helps the shop, LostSocketGarage.com. And the last way is if you're getting enough value out of this where you would trust us to build a car for you. We've done a lot of work. A lot of it's on YouTube. That's how a lot of you have found us to start with. But, you know, this is the work that we do. We take our coupes, we do all the metal work, we turn them into fastbacks, and we send them down the road to their new home. And, I mean, I really enjoy doing it. So if it's something where you have questions or you want to kind of theoretically work out a build or something like that, I do free consultations all the time. Shoot me an email, lostsocketgarage@gmail.com. That is my shameless plug. Now let's move on. Oh, let's move on to 6970. I have a couple this week. Let's see. Sean says, not gonna lie, I'd love to hear your thoughts on EVs. No filter, honest truth. Not many people you could expect something like that from. Yeah, dude, I will tee off on him because I started on this rabbit hole. I was looking at maybe doing like a news section on this live show where, you know, we'll point out an article and kind of go through it and stuff like that. Just different ways to give you guys more content and, you know, stuff that you would enjoy. And I stumbled across this article about self-driving Tesla cabs and how they were like fritzing out and massive like pile-ups and shit like that. And then, you know, I had watched a video on the Cybertruck a while back. Oh, I didn't switch over from our sponsor camera. Damn it. Hi, we're back. So I went down a rabbit hole and then I watched this video. Two guys' cars or two guys, I can't remember. I'll try to find a link for it. And he broke it down really, really well. And I wanted to do kind of something similar I did with the Ford and Takata breakdown, where I get some more information and give a no filter, because I love shitting on EVs, but at the same time, I want to give it the fair shake. And there's definitely advantages to them. So, yeah, leave it in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. I may get all hopped up on energy drinks and do it. Let's get into the 69 Fastback for sale for $1,234. Dude, put a fucking price, man. Like, the hard part here is we have nothing to gauge what he wants out of this car, and most likely you'll say, what do you want out of it? And he'll be like, what's your offer? And then you just all the time. It's a horrible cycle. If you're selling a car, man, just put a fucking price. Put a too high of a price. That's fine. Okay? Put more than it's worth. People do that shit all the time. Subaru owners. Okay? Just put something. There's my rant. Open reasonable offers or trades. Project, message me for more details. Comes with a 302 engine, new and used parts. Car still has some rust that needs to be repaired. No shit. Great green. Beautiful color. Oh shit, here we go. Okay, this is why it was interesting. I saw this, I was like, this looks really, really fucked up. He wants under $1 million. Oh my god. Yeah, he probably wants under $1 million. Hopefully he wants under $1 million, but you never know. David, have you seen the Tesla powered 65 Mustang? No, I haven't yet, and I'm still a little torn on the topic because I actually built a 65 and a 66, and it was a coupe to fastback conversion on both of them, and prepared them for their next home, and their next home is they're going to get electric swapped, and I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. I'm waiting for updates, but I had this on here because this car looked jacked up. But then I started getting in here, and the metal actually looks good. So you have modernized suspension, semi-modernized, I mean new suspension. All of this looks really good. Typically, you're going to have a lot of rust right here. So the front bumper is not on. There are bumper bars that stick out, and around these bumper bar holes in the frame rail, they always rust, like bad. So it's good to see. This has obviously already been worked on. So they already did a torque box to it. It's already had a lot of metal work done, guys. New suspension. Okay. That's... I don't want to get too far into that. Is it a hole? Oh, that's a hole. Yep. This one, I mean, if this dude would take... Shit. Okay, we're going to have to go to the books on this one, kids. Do I have 6970 Fastback? Okay, so the average price of a 69 to 70 Fastback based off of 107 sales over the last 5 years, you're looking at 57,000, so that's like 13 grand less than a 67 or 68. Some really nice ones. Of course, you're going to have like the Mach 1s in here and like the 428 Cobra Jets that sold for $211,000 that definitely bring that average up a lot. But, I mean, this is realistic. That looks like a resto mod at 52. So, I mean, if this guy is willing to part ways at like 20, I think it might be a good deal. As long as some of them... Ooh, he's got the glass for it, too. That's a big deal. Back here, that's fucked up. Looks like there's a hole in the floor. So, someone started restoring this, and they ran out of money, or patience, or time. See, here's that rust I was talking about. That's weird. Maybe... Oh, so this is pre-repair. So, they did... So this guy has done rust repair to it already, coated it back up. So, not bad. Depends on the price, man. Depends on the price. 69 Premium Mach 1. Hello. Okay. We'll get more pics and info later today. Thanks. Okay. 68 grand. Oh, man. Okay. This one... It's got to butter my bread, too. At 68 grand, this thing has... Like, I would need to see a Marty report. This would have to be a really nice trim with it. I don't know what the premiums came with as far as trim. If we had a VIN number, we could decode it, but I'm kind of running out of time here. So this is one worth following up on. So this one is in Orem, Utah. It's like 30, 45 minutes from me if this is something you'd want me to go look at. This is a out-of-the-box daily driver, most likely at 70 grand. Do I think it's a good price? I think it's a little high. I think they're really, really proud of what they have. Let's get into a 69 Coupe. 69 Coupe. Okay. Guys, 69 Coupes are just, they're not worth a lot of money. You don't see a lot of them because they're just not popular. They're not pretty. In my personal opinion, they're not pretty cars. But can you do a Coupe to Fastback conversion on them? Yes. So can you take this and can you make it like this? Yes, definitely you can. At 19 grand though, OBO, engine, 351 Windsor, drivable, yes. Passes state emission, yes. I don't think you have to have emissions for this old of a car. I'm pretty damn sure you don't have to have emissions. Let's get into this. Got nice wheels. Interiors, seat issue here. I can't tell if that's like a cover. That kind of looks like a seat cover. I don't know. You might have upholstery issues. There's a little prideful for this car. I feel like this price point's a little prideful for this car. I don't know if I have, let's see, the coupes saved. Do I have the coupes? Sorry guys, I don't have the 69 to 70 coupe market, and it's kind of it takes a minute to find sometimes. So I don't love this deal. Onto its slightly older brother for $23,000. If I didn't like the 69 at 19, I'm probably not going to like the 70 at 23. Cleveland. Okay, maybe. Cleveland, again, I said it earlier, if it actually has Farsi. Ronnie, you son of a bitch. Hi, buddy. Ronnie's a legend around here. He used to work here. He's an OG. 351 Cleveland. We know the Clevelands are very, very rare. The car runs and drives 23 grand. It better be immaculate. Hood pins just in case your hood decides to leave. Huh. Modern radio. I don't hate it. Nice interior. Real cockpit feel with this. I don't know. It's on the high end. I think it's definitely not a good candidate for a coupe fastback, but I think it's on the high end for a coupe, even. Now, shit, I bet some of you saw that. Fuck. That's why we take notes. So yeah, this one, schmeh on. Now that's all the cars we have for you, but we have our picks of the week. Now, this week we have a few picks. We have our marketing pick of the week. We have our conversion pick of the week. We have our what in the country fried fuck pick of the week. We have our shop pick and dairy. So let's crank into these. First off with our marketing pick of the week. Game recognizes game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 94 Ford Bronco for $3,500. But you'll notice, Ronnie, you won't notice because you're too fucking young for this shit. But you OGs will notice that this is a screenshot from a very, very famous instance. And the fact that he used it to market his really shitty 94 Bronco, you know what, dude? My hat's off to you. I love the marketing effort. Solid. I actually knew a guy, well, I saw him here around in Salt Lake, who had a 94 Bronco, all white, license plate said not OJ. Funniest damn thing ever. On to the next one. Now, this is our conversion pick of the week. Now, this is something that I... OJ? The juice is loose. A 94 Ford Bronco. That was the weirdest fucking car chase ever. Like, I was a little kid when that shit happened, but they weren't even going fast. They were going like the speed limit. I'm like, this is not a car chase. So fucking weird. This is one that I don't cover earlier in the show, but this is a really damn good pick. This is a cheap pick if you're in Stockton, California. This thing is a 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. Has some bits and bobs on it. Has some Shelby stuff. Has that hood scoop. But everything about this car, let's see, non-running, sold as is. But again, this one, motor's a 351 Cleveland. So if you're close, verify it's a 351 Cleveland. I mean, the motor is worth that alone. And then you're looking at a body for like $4,000. Great pick. Also, looking right here, looks like, I don't know if that's new seam seal, if it's been like patched, but all of this area looks fine. So that's our pick of the week for $4,000. I'm not going to drive and go get it for you, but if you're in California, want to send it to me to get it turned into a fastback, I'm your dude. OJ is my uncle, bro. Shut up, Ron. Okay, on to the What in the Country Fried Fuck pick of the week. Now, this is a new segment since this show only has really 8 episodes, maybe, max. This is something that I'm scrolling across Facebook, and actually, it wasn't me, it was Derry scrolling across Facebook. He's like, dude, for $3,800 or potentially free, you can have this Chevrolet SSR custom hand-carved wood casket. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. This is a Chevy SSR custom pine box. Like, the level of commitment that you would have to this car to not only want to be buried in one, but like you don't want to waste a car, and the logistics of like burying yourself in the actual car is too much for you, but you go out and commission someone to build you a wooden replica of a car that you want to be laid to rest in. And it's a fucking Chevy SSR, people. Oh my God. Out of all the shit to be buried in and like wood replica of, like, put me in a Chevelle, dude. We have to read this description. This is a handmade, custom-built wood casket built by Michael Sheets, American Handcrafted Caskets and Coffin. Michael Sheets of American Handcrafted Caskets and Coffins, you don't understand what I would pay to be a fly on the wall when first you were told that you were being commissioned to build a pine box for someone to be buried in that's shaped like a Chevrolet SSR, and it looks like you had to paint match the motherfucker too. And I want to be on a fly on the wall when you had to tell whoever was working below you, yo, okay, you're not going to believe this, but, oh my God, she paid. The plot thickens. My mother had it handmade for herself in 2015, and it has been stored since. RIP. She paid somewhere between $7,500 and $10,000 back then. We don't actually remember. We just remember thinking she was nuts for spending that kind of money at the time. She was dedicated, yo. Props, dude. Life has a way of changing. She opted to be cremated instead. This is fucked up. I should not be laughing at this right now. She decided to be cremated so that she could be placed with her sons instead. Now, we have to decide what to do with it. Our options are we will donate it free of charge to someone who has lost a child under the age of 16. Guys, this just went to from laugh to cute. Now I feel all fucking bad. This is our What in the Country Fried Fuck pick of the week, and now I need to read a full description. Do you think the interior matches the SSR? Okay, no, I'm done. Okay, shop pick of the week. This is one that me and Derry are both like, yo, that's dope. So basically, we look at KSL Classifieds. Yeah, what the hell? Just when you thought you'd seen it all. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Can't make it up. But now we have video proof of it. So, this is got the title yes. It's super dope though, okay? For 30 grand, and if you're close to Greeley, Colorado, I like Greeley actually, 302 Mustang, in a Dodge truck. New, about 500 miles, Crown Vic suspension. I assume he's talking about the 8.8 swap. So you take the rear end out of a Crown Vic 8.8 or like an Explorer. You shorten the axles, and then that's your disc brake upgrade, and it's a really solid rear end. 18-inch tires wide in the front. In the back. 8-inch in the back. Dude, I don't know what I'm saying right now. 18-inch wide tires in the back. 8 in the front. I can't read. I'm tired. Guys, this is like the last segment. Let's take a look at this thing. How dope is that? Is it worth 30 grand? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is, ladies and gents. I think it's worth it. Look how pretty. Oh, yeah. Whew. Yep, I'd buy that. I'll even go pick it up for you. If you want to buy it and you want to pay me to go to Greeley, I'll be happy to drive it back to Salt Lake for you. I'd be scared shitless to drive that to Salt Lake. Next is our last segment. Before we get to our last segment, guys, if you're with us this far, fucking God bless you. But thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Join the community. We got a new video coming out tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's going to be an awesome one. Super, super informative for those of you that want to see a bracket kit installed on a 67, 68 Fastback. This segment, however, coming up, the caboose. I want to do that over, but I can't edit this shit out. Bringing up the caboose is Derry's Pick of the Week. Derry's Pick of the Week. Woo! Okay, so this is one that he just throws up on my screen. I don't look at it ahead of time. Last time he did some we were on the same page with some Mad Max shit. He sent me some gnarly shit so far, but we're going to live react to what Derry would buy. Okay, how you doing, sweetheart? Aren't you classy as fuck? Look at you, Derry, stepping up your game. 1958 Edsel pace car for 17 grand. How many babies do you think were made in the back seat of this car? Can you imagine pulling up to your girlfriend's house in this sex Edsel, this Sedsel? Oh my God. Runs and drives great. Just converted the front brakes to disc. That's awesome. Stopping is important. Don't contact for help selling. Well, I'm not going to contact you, but I'm going to help you sell this because damn, is this a baby maker? How are you, sweetheart? 17 grand? That's classy, ladies and gentlemen. My question to you in the comments section, would you pay 17 grand for this just horizontal mambo maker? Damn, that's a good pick, Derry. Well done. Guys, thanks for supporting the show. Like, comment, subscribe, share the stuff. We're going to be doing this shit every week, every Thursday, 4 p.m. I may keep it at 4. If you guys want it changed to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. Let me know what you like and love about the show or hate about the show in the comments section. Join us next week, same time, same station. And until next time, do what you love. Don't be a dick and never be tamed. Peace.